Round 10 of the FIM MX2 MX1 Motocross World Championship was in Latvia at Kegums, and in Moto number 1, Ken Roczen got off to a flying start and was from there never headed. Goce Paulin though went down from 5th position going through turn 2 and got hit by the home favourite, the Latvian Matis Karo. Second was Nicola Oban. Third was the number 17 for a while, the Spaniard Tony Butron, but eventually he started getting caught by the likes of Arnold Tonis and Tommy Searle. Max Anstey, the number 99 on the Kawasaki. Eventually Butron would eventually finish in 11th position. Arnold Tonis though, he started making inroads and would eventually finish in 4th position, passing the likes of Max Anstey along the way. But then Tonis came under pressure from Jeffrey Hurlings, who started the first lap down in 14th position, and then when he got to 4th position, 3rd position, he went after Tommy Searle, but it was a win for Roczen. The MX1 first race saw Tony Cairoli and Max Nagel on the 2 KTMs go head to head, but it was Nagel who came out with the whole shot, but it wasn't long before his teammate found a way through, 2 corners in fact, and from there he was never headed. Just behind them was the Russian Evgeny Bobryshev, who got back into 2nd position, pushing the number 2 German Max Nagel into 3rd place. Just behind them, the number 25 of Clement de Sal was in 4th, but then he soon was passed by the 183 of Stephen Frossard, who moved into that 4th place. And then these two tangled towards the end of the race through no fault of anybody's own, a racing incident that sent Clement de Sal sprawling down to the deck. He eventually picked himself up but lost a couple more positions and finished in 8th place. Stephen Frossard though went after Evgeny Bobryshev and eventually found himself going round the Russian and eventually picked him off, the number 77 Evgeny Bobryshev, and would go on to finish in 2nd position. There was no resistance there, but it was a win for Cairoli with Frossard 2nd. MX2 race 2, and once again the KTMs of Roczen and Hurlings were fast out of the blocks. So too was Valentin Tellier on the Suzuki and the number 17 of Tony Butron. But at the start of the 2nd lap, Hurlings found a way past Tellier to move into 2nd and challenge his teammate Ken Roczen. He found a way through, but Roczen responded immediately, and the two almost collided as Roczen tried to fire himself back into the lead. Tommy Searle was in 4th position, ahead of Arnold Tonis, who went out of the race when he was in 5th with a collapsed rear wheel. Valentin Tellier then came under pressure as he faded, and Max Anstey would go through and eventually finish in 4th position. Hurlings crashed towards the end, but it wasn't anything too serious, and in the end his teammate Ken Roczen went on to win the 2nd race quite convincingly, ahead of Hurlings, Tommy Searle and Max Anstey. MX1 race 2, and up the inside it was Max Nagel and Tony Cairoli. Nagel went down going out of turn 1, Xavier Borg crashed going into turn 1. But it was Cairoli from Stephen Frossard. That's how it was on the first lap, with de Sal in 3rd position and Evgeny Bobryshev, another good start for him, in 4th, ahead of Steve Vermont and Anthony Boissiere. As the race went on, Stephen Frossard gradually lost toe with Tony Cairoli as David Philippots came from 14th position and battled hard, and he eventually came home in 5th on his Monster Energy Yamaha. Towards the end of the race, Clement de Sal faded from that 3rd position and eventually came home in 8th place. Tano Leok, number 6 on the factory TM, he started in 11th and he went on to finish in 7th. But up front though, it was Cairoli from Frossard, Bobryshev, Gonsalves and Philippots. They were your top 5, but it was all about Tony Cairoli in Latvia. He went on to win the 2nd moto, his first double win of 2011.